Hey there, scientists, and welcome to this station, Station 4, for our changes in material unit. So we're seeing different videos, and hopefully you're able to get your hands on some of these materials, like the steel wool and the pennies and the banana. But we also gave you some videos that you can use too. Again, we want to understand physical and chemical changes. So identifying which of those are physical or chemical changes depending on what you do with the material, how you alter the material. So we're going to continue with this station, and I want to make a little video for you for this one. So I'm going to show you what we have, which is a piece of clay. So it's called Mold It, and there's our piece of clay. Very exciting. So here's our piece of clay, and I just took it right out of the package. So we can make some um, just visually here, we can make some observations. So what observations could you make for the physical properties of this piece of clay? So what physical properties? Hopefully you said it is green. So we could say it's a green type of color. Even the shape, you could talk about the shape. Um, if you have a scale, which would be really cool, if you have a scale, you can also weigh that, which should also be very cool. Let me refocus there. Okay. So if you get a scale, so any other physical properties, even texture, which you don't have it, but if you have your piece of clay, you can talk about texture. It's kind of sticky. Um, so that would be another physical property, that it is sticky. And remember, physical properties are just using your senses. You could even smell the piece of clay. It doesn't smell that great. It definitely has a smell. Smells like earth, sort of. Which is very interesting. So remember, physical properties are what you see using your senses. And those are observations. We don't want to make inferences. An inference would be, oh, I bet that clay tastes good. That's an inference because we're putting our own opinion. Obviously, I would not want to taste this piece of clay. It would probably not taste very good. That is an inference. I can't assume that it wouldn't taste good. Maybe some people like to eat clay. I don't know. But anyway, that we don't want to make any inferences. We just want to see what we see. Okay. Now we're going to change the clay. So I'm just going to change it to a different shape. And I want you to think about, as I'm changing the shape, am I making a physical change or a chemical change just by changing the shape? So I'm just going to take our clay. I think I'm going to mush it up. Make it into a ball. So that's fun. And I could roll it and stuff like that. And you should make your observations. You should record your observations in your table. So hopefully you did that for my first shape, that you recorded that in your table. You have that station card. So write all your information, that table observations. Cool. So look at that. I changed the shape of my clay. So you can write some observations there. Are the physical properties still the same? So look at the physical properties from the first shape compared to the shape it was that it is now. I actually have another piece, so actually you can compare it. Check that out. I got another one. So it was originally this shape, and now I made it into a ball. So what are the physical properties? Are they still the same physical properties as before, or was anything different? Okay, so you can write down your observations from the first to the second. I also want you to think about what kind of change. So when I molded the clay into a different shape, what kind of change? Was it a physical change or was it a chemical change? So even jot down some ideas there. And what do you think? And you can even discuss that with a partner, or if you're doing this whole class, you can discuss that as well. You can share your thoughts. So is that a physical change? So all I did was change the shape. So is that physical or a chemical change? Cool. And let you guys write down any sort of other observations. So remember, I started with this shape. That was just my first shape I did with the clay. And I talked about some of the physical properties. Really cool if you had a scale because you could actually weigh it. And then you could weigh it again once you went to this shape. How did the properties change? And what kind of change was it? Was it physical or chemical change? Okay, awesome. Make sure you have actual observations. Don't um, make your inferences. Like, what would be a good inference for this one? I bet, I bet it rolls really far. If I said that, well, maybe it won't roll very far. I don't know. That's an inference. If I said it does roll, that's an observation. I can make it roll. Okay. All righty. So good job, everybody, making your observations. And I know you have some other stations that you're going to engage in. And really hope you have these materials live and that you're doing it either at home or in class. If not, you still have these great videos that we can help you engage with. So this is Mr. Hyde again, your favorite scientist, and we will see you next time. Take care.